Welcome to the NBA Pub Hub, Pub Sports Radio. It is Tuesday, May the 3rd. Ian Cameron, Dutch Boy Fresh, Trot Wham, and Zordon joining us today Jay Money, that is. Jay Money with us here on the Tuesday edition of the NBA Pub Hub, just like he is every day or every Tuesday. Ready to break it down. We got two games tonight. Game number 2 for the Bucks and the Celtics and the Warriors and the Grizzlies. I don't want to talk about yesterday. And usually I've tried to, especially with less games, but I don't want to have anything to do with talking about yesterday.
Me neither, bro.
It's all focused on today. So with that in mind, we will get down to business here. We'll start with, of course, Boston and Milwaukee. Right now, we've got game 2 of this series. And right now, of course, the Bucks taking game 1 of that series against the Boston Celtics with the victory on Sunday. And now we'll see if Boston can rebound here in game 2 at TD Garden. We've got right now in this game, Boston 5-point home favorites, 215 and a half the total in this game. Not only did Boston lose the game, but you saw how it unfolded and you saw what was going on. Obviously, the Marcus Smart injury was definitely the big story for Boston. Not just that they lost the game, but they lost just an incredibly important two-way player in Marcus Smart. And as of right now, he's listed as questionable for game 2 tonight against Milwaukee with that quad injury. He had 10 points, 1 rebound, 6 assists in over 30 minutes before suffering that injury in game 1. We'll see if he's back on the floor. A pretty bad quad bruise is how Ime Udoka described it, the head coach of the Celtics. So we'll see if he's on the floor. I'm sure he'll try to give it a go in the shoot around, but again, that's a touch and go. Maybe, maybe not. What we do know is Jaylen Brown got nicked up in game 1, but he's good to go. He will be on the floor tonight for the Celtics, which is a good thing. It's definitely a Boston spot. There's no doubt. They can't go down 2-0. They don't want to go down 2-0 with the series going back to Milwaukee. That's clear. Any team in this spot would want to get out of home with a split in this spot. I think you're going to get Boston bouncing back here. I like Boston especially. I don't know about the 5 for the full game, but I do think the first half at -3.5 is a good way to go. I expect that energy to be there early. I don't know what it was, the early start on Sunday afternoon. It was a 1:00 p.m. Eastern game, but Boston didn't really the home crowd was kind of flat, and the team on the court was kind of flat. And they've never really got it going, Boston, on Sunday. I think that changes tonight. Look, you need, obviously, Brown and Tatum to play aggressive. Don't play timid, you guys. You're good players. We've seen you now dominate the NBA for months. You've been maybe the best team in the NBA since January 1st, the Boston Celtics. Play like it. Play with that swagger. Play with that confidence. I want to see it. And I think you will tonight. It still bothers me like they don't have a matchup for Giannis. I really believe that. We saw that in game 1. He really had his way, did whatever he wanted to do. I'd still, even though I like Boston, I think you can go to the well with some kind of Giannis prop in every game and probably have a good chance of cashing that shit, just because of how, dominant he can be and how I think it's going to be a struggle for Boston to contain him. But I do like the Celtics here. I definitely lean to them in the full game, but I think I favor the first half even more than that, which you can get at -3.5 here. With the Celtics. That's probably the strongest stance I have with this game tonight. Dutch, how about you here? Game 2, Eastern Semi, Bucks, Celtics.
Yeah, real quick. Salute to the ladies, gents, and DJs for tuning in. You already know it's all love. Be sure to hit that motherfucking like button like I'm hitting this plane of wedding cake. Get you right where you need to be. Yeah, man. Big shout out to our guy AOD. Nets Bets in the house. I see you. Mr. Pub Sports Radio, Preston in the house. I see you, bro. G Martinez, Lucky Power. Everybody in the chat, big salutes up. Share the motherfucking video if you would, muchly appreciated. Yeah, this game, man. I don't know, man. Like, this has to be a Boston spot, right? I mean, I'm not gonna overthink it. To me, it's the Celtics. I don't like the first quarter, first half as much because they gotta win this motherfucking game. I'm not saying I don't like it. I'm just saying like I'm focused on the full game because these motherfuckers gotta win this game. Because if they go back to Milwaukee 0-2, it's a motherfucking wrapper. So I look for my man Bobano said it, man. JB and Tatum, they got to play better. Marcus Smart too. He's a pit bull. He'll be out there ready to go. Hopefully he's 75% because 75% of Marcus Smart will take that. He sets the tone for that team, and they got to play with a lot more confidence. So I would not want to see them without Marcus tonight. But it was mainly on them three. They had 18 turnovers in game 1. 13 between Smart, Brown, and Tatum. That's not good enough. Motherfucking Jaylen Brown had 7 motherfucking turnovers. Like, I don't know what the fuck he was. He was lost that whole game. They looked timid. They looked nervous. They looked like the moment was too big for him, which is really unbelievable considering the game was in fucking Boston, right? But they shot 33 points combined between Tatum and JB. That ain't gonna get it done. One of these motherfuckers got to go for 30 plus, and the other's got to put at least 20 up. JB had 9 boards. Tatum had 6 and 6 to go along with the 21. But if you watch the game, they kind of got that shit late, bro. They were not in the game the first 3 quarters, so they need to get it. They do need to start from jump. But believe this will be a competitive game. But through 48 minutes, Boston will win this game. They shot 33% from the field. It's simple. Make your open fucking shots, guys. I mean, they missed so many fucking open shots in game one. 50 fucking threes. So they think they're the Golden State Warriors. These motherfuckers shot 50 threes, missed 32 of them. You know what I mean? Missed 32 fucking threes. So put the ball in the bucket at least. Just do a little bit better. Minus 14 in the paint. That ain't going to happen. Robert Williams needs to play more than 22 minutes. Big Al needs to play a little bit bigger. You cannot go minus 22 in the paint. They got to step it up and out rebounded by 6 at the house. These are 2 things I believe they need to obviously need to check up and play a little bit better in. But when it comes down to it, man, it's the stars. It's JB. It's Tatum, and Marcus Smart is a big piece of this. They have to play better, and I just believe they will. Like my man Jay Money said last time when Minnesota went into Memphis and stole one, right? They job done. They won one game already, right?
Exactly.
So Milwaukee's not going to be upset losing this game. Of course, they're going to go in trying to win the game, but going back to Milwaukee 1-1. They did job well done actually from Milwaukee. So give me Boston. Don't fuck around. Make some open shots. JB, Tatum, show the fuck up, and let's cover this 4.5. That's good money. How you feeling, Jay?
Dutch, I like what you said there because they started to play better in the second half. They kind of start to figure out how to guard Giannis. You can't put fucking Tatum on him first because you don't want Tatum. He's too important offensively. He can't get in foul trouble. But why are you trying to put Jason Tatum on Giannis, bro? He's gonna body him every single time. So they have 4 guys they can throw at him: Daniel Tice, Grant Williams, Al Horford, and Robert Williams. So other than that, I don't want to see anyone on Giannis. Obviously, we need Marcus Smart to be out there. I agree. Obviously, he's a little banged up, but as long as he suits up, he's not missing this fucking game, man. I think he's gonna do whatever he'll take a shot if he have to, man, to get into this damn game. But the Celtics, they won a couple games at the house this year versus the Bucks, man. They know how to win at the house versus these guys. Obviously, you get the sense of urgency there. That's why I gotta take them early because they got to come out and hop on these boys. You can't come out here messing around with them Bucks. You fuck around and go down 0-2. You see what I'm saying? So I think it starts early. You got to be up. You got to be up by 5-6 points after the first quarter, up by double digits after the first half, and go ahead and smack these Bucks by 20 and send them a message like we the real deal. And the last thing I'll say on it, they were just coming off a sweep versus the Nets. Shit was kind of easy. You see what I'm saying? And then your first time facing a real team, it's like, whoa, they weren't ready for it. This game, they know what they're going up against at the house, home crowd behind them. Yeah, like the Celtics here, early and often, my guys.
All right, early and often, says Jay, the floating head money, right here with us on the NBA. What do you think here, Wham? Bucks and Celtics.
Yeah, man, I'm riding with some props in this game. I don't want to touch the side. I do agree with you guys though. This has to be a bounce back spot for the Celtics. Just they did their defense. They had 27 points off of turnovers, but they gave up 28 point fast break points. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? So they figured it out on certain spots. They just couldn't get it all the way there. So I do agree with my guy Jay. I hope my boy Cash there. I'm gonna stay away from that. I'm on the props though. I do like Giannis to go over the 6.5 assists. He's hit that 4 of his last 5 games. I expect him to be able to still be able to distribute the ball, especially them trying to key in on him, slow him down. And then on the other side of there, I believe that as far as our guy, Robert Williams, I think he has a bigger play this year. This game went over the 6.5 rebounds last game. I'm sorry, 7.5 rebounds last game. And I believe he's going to go over that as well again today. Now, right now, you're maybe seeing a better favorable line for him to have 9 rebounds. Maybe want to look towards the double-double for Robert Williams and maybe giving you a better value. I wouldn't be mad at that because I do expect him to have 10 rebounds here, but I'm going to just attack the props. I'm going to take Robert Williams. I did lock it in at 7.5 rebounds, so you're maybe not getting that at a good number. But as far as the other side, I like the assist for Giannis, bro. Again, 4 out of the last 5 games. I don't think it's changed today.
All right, there we go. So liking some props as well here for Wham with Milwaukee and Boston. All right, we go to Golden State and Memphis. Did Memphis fuck up in game one, not getting that win with Draymond Green ejected, with opportunities galore, with Jaren Jackson looking like Steph Curry from the perimeter in game one, and they still couldn't close the deal. And Golden State still found a way to win that game, and now they have a 1-0 series lead here as we go to game two tonight in Memphis. Right now, it is Golden State 2-point road favorites here in game two. The total right now, 227. Note that the total has gone up because we had a high scoring game one. It went over the total. And now we see game two, 227. So I think if you like the under, you do have some decent value here in this situation where I think they've adjusted a little bit because of game one flying over the total. And keep in mind, when you look at game one of arguably the best defender for the Warriors didn't play much of the second half after the ejection, Green. So this is one where I like the over in game one. I don't like it here tonight. I'd lean under if anything because now it's 227. It was 222 the total in game one. As far as the side goes, it's a Grizzly spot. I don't really want to go against that necessarily, but at the same point in time, that was a big, big missed opportunity for them. And I still think Golden State's probably the better side. Now, look, Foster, it goes without saying, but we've said this with Foster before. He hasn't saved the bacon of the teams he's been brought in to protect, these last few times. Friggin' Brooklyn, silver platter, Foster was trying to hand Brooklyn the game in game four against Boston. It still didn't matter. Celtics still swept their ass, and then there's another game, too, that Foster was brought in. And again, he didn't get the job done for the team that we thought he was going to favor. So, or the team didn't get it done. He did. They didn't.
Right.
So that's the issue here. It's not just a given. Oh, Foster's here to help Memphis. Memphis is going to win. No, I don't know if it works that way. I'm going to look more at props in this game, and I'm going to the obvious prop: over points, rebounds, and assists. Draymond Green. This is a guy that's going to end up after the last game. He's pissed off about being ejected. If you listen to Draymond Green, he's telling everyone that'll listen that it wasn't his fault. He just swiped the guy, didn't deserve to be thrown out for it. Nevertheless, he put himself in a bad spot, not being there for his team. He's going to make up for that tonight. Big game. And he was on pace to have a nice game. Before he got ejected, I think he already had like 13 or 14 points, rebounds, and assists in the first half before getting thrown out of that game. So he was going to go over, I think, his points, assists, and rebounds in game one. I think he's going to get over it tonight here in game two. So Draymond, a redemption situation for me with his props tonight. Over points, rebounds, and assists for Draymond Green. That's what I'm going to go with. That's my primary bet, to be quite honest with you, in this game. It's Draymond Green over that points, rebounds, and I like Bane for Memphis. Jackson had the big game for Memphis in game one. John Morant, of course, had a really good fourth quarter to keep them in it. Pretty good game overall from him. Maybe a little quieter from Bane. I expect maybe Bane to be a little bit more of an impact here tonight in game two of this series. So probably Bane for Memphis. And like I said, points, assists, and rebounds over 22.5 for Draymond Green. I think that's a really, really good bet from a prop standpoint. Jay, we'll start with you on this one. What do you think, Golden State, Memphis?
Yeah, what's kind of interesting? I feel like the Warriors kind of low-key play, but they need Draymond Green, right? But we know certain teams, the matchup will match up differently versus each other. I just kind of think the floor really opened up for them. They could have more shooters out there, really knockdown shooters without Green. So obviously he's out there for defense and rebounding and like some blocks or whatever. But offensively, I don't know. I mean, obviously he's subpar offensively. So I'm kind of thinking to myself, maybe Green in there obviously seems better for Warriors, but I don't know if it really is. Obviously, it's going to be punches going back. That's just one thing. That's just one theory. I can only look towards the Grizzlies here. I'm in the arena right now. You see what I'm saying? I just came from the locker room, man. The boys told me we're not fucking going down 0-2 heading to Golden State. We know they some vets over there. Hey, them boys can shoot over there. You got Curry, you got a baby Curry, all that. All right, but we some dogs over here, man. We got that barbecue popping over here. No, but I can't help but to look towards the Grizzlies here. These are just the spots that I take in the NBA. I mean, in the playoffs. You see what I'm saying? They cash at a high clip. Not going to cash every single time. Nothing's guaranteed, but I see another trifecta spot here by the Grizzlies, my guys, and I definitely put some on them full game plus the 110. I think this is a Grizzly type of game. I think they jump on them once again. You saw that the refs are already favoring them in the first game. They're at the house. You know what I'm saying? This was one of the most watched series. This is not finna. I'm not. I hate to say that the refs don't step out, but I just really think this series goes 6 or 7 games. This is the Grizzlies' game to win. I would really like for them to have Steven Adams back by now. He won't be back, but I still had to put some on the Grizzlies first half full game. Could talk y'all first quarter as well, my guys.
Right, so kind of like with Boston here for J Money with Memphis, liking them multiple ways here tonight against the Golden State Warriors. I'm just looking at the series history. Lots of overs. Golden State's trending over. The more I look at it, the more I'm fearful of the under. It kind of feels like an under spot, but because the total's higher than it was in game one. But at the same time, a lot of overs lately head to head, and Golden State's been trending that way. 6 of the last 7 Warrior games have gone over the total. So just be aware of that. Dutch, what are you thinking here? Game 2, Western Conference semifinal, Golden State, Memphis.
Yeah, man. Big shout out to our guy C-Mac. I see you, bro. Alfonso Scott, my man Abel. Yeah, this game, man, I'm right with Jay, man. I'm right with him. I'm not mad at the first quarter, first half, but these motherfuckers same thing with Boston. They got to win the game. I put a unit on Boston and I put a unit on plus 110 with the Grizzlies. It's just like my man Jay said, you kind of, it's just what it is, man. These guys need to win these games, so I think Morant, had a great game. He played well. Jaren Jackson played out of his fucking mind, obviously. But really what it comes down to is Brooks and Bane. You touched on Bane a little bit, Bobano. These motherfuckers had 17 points in game 1. 6 of 23 from the field. All right. They averaged 40 combined against Minnesota in that series. So these boys, one of them is going to drop 20. And it might be Bane, it might be Brooks, but Brooks said he came out, was talking like his main focus is on the defense. And so Bane was a little banged up, I believe, but he's going to rock and roll, So look for these boys. I think Morant will do his thing. I don't really think they have nothing for Morant defensively. As long as he wants to stay focused into the game and real quick, not you know what I'm saying, quit with the fucking dancing mid-game. I don't like that shit, bro, especially if my money's on the motherfucking table, And
So
if you're
after
over
you
20,
win.
yeah, after you win, you want to dance on the motherfuckers, do something. That's cool with me. You know what I mean? Like mid-game, you don't even do nothing. Homeboy made a 3-pointer.
Yeah, that was
and
insane.
you dancing, bro. Like, come on, man.
That shit was wild as shit, dog.
If you vouch for that shit and you over 25, man, I can't fuck with you. That's just real talk. If you under
Hey,
25,
you over 25.
If you under 25, I'm gonna give you a pass because I'm gonna blame that shit on your motherfucking parents. God damn it. Hey, but other than that, bro, I don't want to see no dancing until after 48 minutes and Memphis wants the game tied up 1-1 because they can't go back to the Bay down 0-2. It's the same shit as the first game we talked about. The Grizzlies, they cannot get out rebounded by the motherfucking Warriors, especially considering Draymond didn't even play the whole fucking second half. They're -5 in the rebounds. Against the Warriors, that small ass fucking starting lineup you got, do better. Rebound the ball. -12 in the paint points. Come on, bro. Like against you, that cannot happen. The Grizzlies have to fix this. Cannot get out rebounded and cannot get beat in the paint against the Warriors if they're gonna win at home. And the Warriors did turn the ball over 18 times, so they can kind of turn off that, continue to play good ball. The Warriors have turned the ball over an awful lot this season. Did it a little bit better against the Pelicans, but I do expect them with all those guards all pulling, all these guys trying to do shit, the turnovers to happen. And Draymond had 5 turnovers in the first half. So if you think Draymond's just going to save the motherfucking day, I don't know about that. But personally, it's a motherfucking Grizzly spot. They better win at home. Morant, do your thing. And Baines and Brooks got to show the fuck up. And they got to rebound the fucking basketball. How you feeling, Wayne Bam?
And I honestly, I forgot to mention that Tatum didn't shoot a mid-range shot the last game. I gotta think that he gets in between the perimeter defense and the rim protection there. So that adjustment, along with this adjustment, come on, bro. You said it. The rebounds, when you get your best defender out the damn game, and y'all still get outworked on the rebounds by Andrew Wiggins, bro, where you could clearly beat this dude. This is a clear Memphis spot for me, bro. And I'm right there with you, Jay. I think it's a trifecta spot for sure. I'm on the first quarter over, and I'm also taking the first full game plus 115 with Memphis, bro. I'm also on Brandon Clark over 12.5 points parlayed with the 8.5 rebounds to give you plus 203. Instead of taking a double-double, I'm going to take that look. So he has to have 13 points and 9 rebounds. And as far as the as far as the reason why I think Memphis is going to win this game, bro, like you said it, they got outworked by shooting more threes. Like both teams, the Celtics and Memphis, they fell in love with three. Celtics shot 30. They shot two more than Golden State and still lost by 1 point. Like y'all thought this shit was sweet. Like what is Dylan Brooks doing shooting more threes than Bane? Bane is trying to take great shots. This motherfucker coming out on the he just shooting.
Dylan Brooks he hasn't met a shot he doesn't
doing?
like. Yeah.
Dog, what are you doing? They're leaving you open.
And can
for a
anyone
reason.
grab a board besides Brandon Clark for them as well?
Dog, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think Brandon Clark gonna get the 9 rebounds though, so he gonna hit that for sure. And I think the double is cool, but again, if you parlay the points, which he's hit 5 of the last 6 games, is most likely you're gonna get better odds at plus 203. That's the reason why I did it instead of plus 150. But as far as the rebounds, come on, man. What are you doing, Tillman? 2 rebounds, bro. I know they got you on the perimeter, bro, fighting for your life. But listen, my guy, hustle. Get the offensive boards, do something else. Like these are the things that I think they're going to be able to improve on, along with these guys to back down and bully down low. I think that there's going to be Jared Jackson Jr. He has to make a presence down low. Some of these guys have to make a presence down low. Get more points in the paint than the other team. They're the number 1 points in the paint team. What are we doing here, Memphis? Get in the points, beat that battle, you're going to win the game. So I think Scott Foster, as much as we haven't talked about him enough, he may be with us, but I think there are adjustments to be made for Memphis today. So I think I like Memphis money line, and I like the trifecta as well, my boy.
And last thing on this as well, every time I come on the show, I talk about how the Grizzlies are the second best team. Now they're the third best team, but still top 3 in the league coming off a loss, and they're in the house of the most win game. It's Grizzlies or nothing. It's simple.
Yeah, you're right about the record off a loss. I'll actually look at it because I got it right in front of me right here. The record off a loss, you're right, it's been absolutely phenomenal. They're clocked in at 20-9 straight up, 19-10 against the spread for the entire season. Memphis off a straight up loss, and that's obviously what it is here for them in Game 2 tonight. So that's a pretty good track record, no question, if you like the Grizzlies here in this game. Yeah, I don't argue with what our guy in the chat there, Slow Jams Arsenault, what he said, that Golden State Phoenix, probably your Western Conference final. I think you're right, but it doesn't mean Memphis isn't a good bet tonight. Just for tonight, we're talking the Game 2 spot. They've got to have it. They can't go back to the New Oracle in San Francisco down 2-0. They can't.
Right.
That's just asking for trouble, asking for this to be a short series, if they don't win tonight, Memphis. So in theory, you'd expect the utmost urgency tonight from the Memphis Grizzlies in this game. We'll see if they deliver the goods. All right, great stuff. J Money, Trot Wham, Dutch Boy Fresh. We appreciate it. 227 live viewers. Hit the like button. We appreciate that. Let's go. I know it's early in the week still, but drag your asses up and let's get that thumbs up and hit that like button for us here on the NBA Pub Up Show. We appreciate it. We got best bets. We got Dutch's freshest look coming up. All right, Southtown 101. When you're in San Antonio, Texas, stop in. Great food, drinks, live music, DJs, karaoke. Southtown 101. Manscaped, promo code PubSports, 20% off. Lawnmower 4.0, any Manscaped product, get 20% off with promo code PubSports. And mybookie.ag, we've got NBA playoffs, Stanley Cup, NHL playoffs, MLB, UFC, USFL, and more. You name it. Mybookie.ag, Bitcoin accepted currency for your deposit. Mybookie.ag, promo code PubSports. All right, it is best bet time. Dutch's freshest look as well. Wham, we'll start with you. What do you like for best bet?
Okay, I'm gonna make sure I'm like. I gotta
There you
make
go,
sure I'm
you're on.
hot. I gotta make sure I'm hot. So, all right, man, we got Clark Kent back in the day, and hey, maybe Yo Gotti was a curse, bro. So he ain't gonna be here today. So we're gonna say Memphis Grizzlies money line, bro. Let's get it, man. Yes, go Young Dolph forever, bro.
All right, good stuff. There it is, Memphis. And you're just going money line, straight money line.
Memphis money line,
There you go,
115.
Memphis.
Yes, sir.
There you go, Memphis money line for Wham with his best bet. All right, J Money, what do you like? Best bet? I think I
Yeah, man,
know.
I'm gonna go with the Celtics here. It's no disrespect to the Bucks. I know that they're the reigning champs, but I do think there's a new sheriff in town over there in the East, and his name is Jason Tatum. Him and Jaylen Brown going off tonight. Guys like Robert Williams will step up. Al Horford, some veterans over there on the team, smart. They'll do whatever they have to come out here and win this game and make sure they tie this series 1-1. If I still am a firm believer that they can win this series, so in saying it, I have to take them tonight. Give me the Celtics early and often, my guys.
All right, there we go. Boston Celtics early and often for J Money with his best bet. And now we turn to Dutch with the freshest look.
Yeah, man. Freshest look, man. We're gonna stay right there in Beantown with my guy Jay. Me, Leprechaun, and Jay, we're gonna be smoking that green, boy. Lay the motherfucker 4.5. That's good money, man.
All right, there we go. Celtics minus 4.5 against the Bucks. Full game for Dutch with the freshest look. My best bet, I'm going to go with the over 22.5, minus 130 for Draymond Green. Over points, assists, and rebounds. It's actually more the bet I like most than any side or total of the two games tonight. I think Draymond Green, he brings it tonight. He was on pace to go over 22.5 with points, rebounds, and assists in game one before he got ejected. I think he goes over that number tonight in game two, and he's certainly going to have that chip on his shoulder to really bring it tonight in this game. So Draymond, over 22.5 points, rebounds, and assists for me for best bet. A rare player prop best bet for me on the Tuesday NBA Pub Up show. That'll wrap it up. Thanks to everyone for joining us on this Tuesday. Hit the like button on the way out. We appreciate it very much. For Dutch Boy Fresh, Trot Wham, J Money, I'm Ian Cameron. Have a great Tuesday night. Enjoy the games and good luck. We'll talk to you again tomorrow on Wednesday, 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific for another NBA Pub Up show right here on Pub Sports Radio. Dutch, take us home.
Yeah, man. You know where it's at, Pub Sports Radio. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share the motherfucking video. Yo, salute to the real ones. Yo, stay fresh, stay blessed. Let's stay putting these motherfucking bookies to rest. Yeah, man.